Hello everybody! Today we're going to continue to work on our multiplication and division, and specifically we're going to focus in on times 9 facts today. And this is a really fun one because there's a lot of really cool things that you will find when you explore those times 9 facts. So before we even get started, if you are watching this at home, I want you to, in a moment, pause the video, get a slate marker and eraser or a piece of paper, and I want you to skip count by 9 and write out your 9 facts vertically on that piece of paper. And let me show you what I mean by that. Our first one would be 9, and then I know 9 plus 9 is 18, and I want you to keep going and list your facts. And pause the video and then come back when you're done writing all of those facts. Welcome back. Hopefully you've written all those facts down in a nice column. So let's take a look and make sure that your skip counts are correct. And if they aren't, feel free to erase them and fix them so you can start to look for some patterns. So when we skip count by 9s, here's my first little tip and trick. When we count by 9s, it's kind of tricky because 9 is not a friendly number. However, when you want to skip count by 9s, there is a much easier way to do so. When we skip count by 9s, we can go and skip count by 10s instead because 10 is a lot easier, right? So if I'm at 9 and I want to add another 9 and I find that hard, I can add 10, which gets me to 19, but then take away 1 because I added too many, and that gets me 18. So the trick when counting by 9s is to think of plus 10 minus 1, okay? Because you're going to add 9, it's much easier to add 10 and then take 1 away than it is to try to add 9 onto random numbers. So that's our first little tip or trick or pattern of the day. So let's look at my left column here. I'm going to skip count by 9s. 9, 18. I'm going to add a 10, 28. Take away a 1, 27. Add a 10, 37. Take away 1, 36. Add a 10, 46. Take away 1, 45. Add a 10, 55. Take away 1, 54. Add a 10, 64. Take away 1, 63. Add a 10, 73. Take away 1, 72. Add a 10, 82. Take away 1, 81. Add a 10, 91. Take away 1, 90. Now, check and see that you've got your skip counts the same as mine. If you do, great job, thumbs up. If not, go ahead and fix it. Then I want you to pause your video again, and I want you to take a look at your skip counts that we've just written vertically. And I want you to see if you notice any patterns. So pause your video, take a look, and see what you notice. Welcome back. Hopefully you've taken a look and thought about some things that you've noticed. Here's what I noticed. See if any of these things are the same as you. I'm looking at this column of numbers, and I see in the tens place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's pretty cool. So when I count by 9s, every single time my tens increase by 1. Now I'm going to look at the ones place, and look what I notice in the ones place. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Whoa, super cool. So I see that my tens go up by 1. Look at that. The tens go up by 1. The ones go down by 1. So another little trick that we notice when we skip count by 9s is that our tens always increase by 1. And our ones decrease, that means they go down, by 1. Every single time. Isn't that really cool? So if you're skip counting and you're at 36 and you're going, I wonder what's next, you can just look at your tens, add a 10, look at your ones, take away a 1. And you know the next one is 45. Isn't that a really neat trick? Nines are so cool. Take a look at this. This is probably my favorite 9 thing to recognize. Take a look at each skip count and look at the digits within each skip count. I'm going to use a different color. So I want you to look at the whoops, I meant to do the highlighter, sorry. Look at the digits in 18. Look at the digits in 27 and in 36 and in 45 and in 54 and in 63 and in 72 and in 81 and in 90. Do you notice anything about the digits? I'm going to start modeling and see if you notice something. In 18, 1 plus 8, 27, 2 plus 7, 36, 3 plus 6, 4 plus 5, 5 plus 4, 6 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 8 plus 1, and 9 plus 0. What do you notice? Wow! All the digits in our skip counts by nines, our answers to multiplication facts in nines, will always add up to 9. So the answer, or the product, remember product is the answer to a multiplication fact, the product of a 9 fact, let me rephrase that, the digits, I need to rephrase that, the digits in the product of 9 facts add up to 9. So if you were to solve something like 6 times 9, and you get an answer of 53 because you've counted some dots or you skip counted or something, you can always check, is 5 plus 3 9? If it's not, then you know you've made a mistake somewhere. So if I wanted to, I could look over here and I could go, okay, here's 1, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know 6 times 9 is 54. So I would know that I'd have to change this and fix it to 54. So that's another nice little pattern or trick to recognize as a way of checking yourself. If you get a product to a nines fact, add the digits together to make sure they equal 9. If they don't, you know you've made a mistake. If they do, chances are you're correct. Pretty neat, isn't it? I have one more thing to show you. Let's see if you see it. I'm going to get rid of all these for a minute. And I'm going to try to get rid of my highlighting without getting rid of the digits. Let's see if I can do that, guys. Give me a quick second here. All right, get rid of the orange and the yellow. Perfect. Last thing I want you to see if you can notice. Take a look at the top and the bottom. You might be wondering, yeah, what about it, Mrs. Davis? Take a look at the second one and the second to last one. Are you picking up what I'm showing you? Take a look at this one, the third one. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? If you said that the digits are reversed or are backwards, you're right. Isn't that really cool? Look at that. So 9, we can sort of imagine that there's a 0 in front of the 9 because there are 0 tens. We just don't write it. But that's backwards of 90. Look at our 18, 81. It's switched. 27 and 72. 36 and 63. And 45 and 54. Isn't that really cool? So you'll notice, I'm not sure how best to write this as another kind of tip or trick, but that the opposite ends of our facts, 1 times 9 and 10 times 9, 2 times 9 and 9 times 9, the digits are just reversed. The 10s become the 1s, the 1s become the 10s. Isn't that really cool? So your job today, in your assignment, you're going to match some answers to some multiplication and division facts. Remember, it doesn't matter if you see something that looks like this. That still means just do 6 times 9 and put your product here. If you see something like this, that still means just do 81 divided by 9. Your quotient, the answer to a division problem, just goes over here. It doesn't matter whether it looks like this or like this. It's the same thing. You're just putting your answer on a different side of the equation, the equal sign, okay? On your second page, I want you to record your favorite thing that you learned today. What was the most interesting part? Did you think it was really cool that the 10s go up by 1s and the 1s, or the 10s go up by 1 and the 1s go down by 1 each time? Did you think it was really neat that the digits in the product of 9 facts add up to 9? Or did you like best that they kind of get swapped, right? And you have 9 and 90 and 18 and 81. Or did you like the fact that you can skip count by 9s easily by doing plus 10 minus 1? All of these are great 9 patterns to notice. I want you to show and tell me your favorite. So draw on your seesaw as you're talking, just like I do here in my lessons for you. On the last page, you have a word problem that includes a 9 fact. Use a strategy. I want to see you using something other than counting by 1s. And I want you to move away from just writing something like 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, however many 9s. I want you to get into the habit of writing 9 times whatever. Okay? Good luck and have fun.